Hey, welcome back everybody. Sign here again with episode 56 of my Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode playthrough. And I'm just doing a little bit of housekeeping and whatnot. So, went ahead and hooked up an osmium compressor here, and it's got 2 energy upgrades. Alright. So, at Mac upgrades. Just go ahead and make 10 of those. And we'll make 10 speed upgrades. And we'll get this thing up to max. Actually, I can probably just go through and shift-click those onto there. And I've added in recipes for the glowstone ingot and the refined obsidian. And that's the only thing this thing does. Wow. But I also need to grab myself some conduits. Some of these guys. There we go. And we're going to export. Let's see, let's give me osmium here. Right, you are going to export osmium. Come on, stop. That. Right. Now, side config, top is going to be purple. Hey, look at that. Bottom is going to be output, auto eject. And that looks all nice and lovely and hideous with all the conduiting up there, so I'm going to have to do something about that. So I haven't decided what block I'm going to throw up there, though. But you notice that the rock crusher is gone. And one of the things I thought about doing is I'm going to come over to here. And let's see, how am I going to work all this? Let me take out all these. Because I need a sink. Hey, I have one. Awesome. And I need fluid conduits. Just regular pressurized to work. Right? So it's going to be sink. Fluid conduits. Actually, I'm not going to need this. I completely forgot what I was doing there. So actually this... here, give me... like so. Now, what is behind... oh, that's my... That's gonna make it a little harder to hide things on the walls now, isn't it? Oh, that's my arc furnace room. Alright, where is my... okay, there's that. Good. Slight problem, though, because these are just enhanced. That's not going to be a strong enough conduit for what I need. So, dig through the wall a little bit here. Because if I can get up here. I really should just break down and make an astral sorcery, like, illumination wand. Do I have any torches on me? I do. Alright. Alright, I have enhanced energy conduit. Actually, right about here should work. Hey, right there. Right. Why is that... I never filled that block in. I have my arc furnace like right here. I never put that block back. Alright. Stuck in the wall. Alright. I keep saying alright. Also, new mic. Let's see. We're going to fill in here. Put a torch there. 'Cause I need rock crushers. That's what I'm going to be automating here. They are not they are quite energy hungry, honestly, is a good way of putting it. Just get a few more of those. And that's going to be a bit of a crap. So while that's happening, kind of look at something else I've done over here. Hey, there's my ingots. Sweet. You'll notice my induction matrix is down to 4%. And I went the wrong way. I want to go up here. The reason for that is I increased the size up to 1 trillion. I added like 5 ultimate induction matrices to it, and then 2 ultimate providers. So I can transfer up to 26 million RF a tick right now, which my conduits can't even handle, so that's fine, but that's future-proofing it. And yeah, 1.07 trillion, 10 cells, 4 providers right now. And I still have some of the lower tier cells and providers in there. But my hope is to get that up to 5 providers, and that would be, it's what, a 5x5x5 cube inside, so 120 ultimates. No, it's 5x5 external, so it's 3x3. So 27, so 22 providers, or 22 cells. Alright, are my conduits ready? Yes, they are. And so, I'm gonna go ahead and run power down. Oh, you just blasted thing. Right there. Alright, get the torches out of my offhand. So you're gonna run power down roughly to here. Right. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I don't need this very bottom one. Or actually, that one. Trying to limit the amount of conduits I have. Right? 1. How did you go down there? It's really weird. There. And because I am going to need some water, just not very often. Go do that. I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. And you're getting power. You are going to be set to granite. Diorite. And andesite. Set you up. Pyroclastic injection. Water is no longer consumed for an operation. Only one specialization may be done at a time, though. Now, granite, though. Granite with the igneous extruder, it takes no lava to run, just water. Same with the diorite and andesite. They're all the same. Now, do I still have my... I do. Look at you. Got a reservoir right here. And... I don't have a bucket, though. Alright, easy enough. Let's just pop that away. 1. 2. 3. Oh, it turns out that it'll run even without water in it with that augment. Alright, cool. And they are producing fairly quickly. Great. So, not the augments. Here we go. You're going to be output. Output and output. Now, the next thing that's going to happen is I have 3 nuclear crafted rock crushers. They're going to automatically output up to here, and you're going to burn through 8,000 RF a tick each. Now, go ahead and get my salt back up here. There. Running smoothly. You'll run until you're completely full. So, the thing is, okay, sulfur, not a problem. Williamite is going to be an issue, because I just need sodium fluoride out of there. Thing is, I'm going to be running these things full time. I should probably keep a better eye on my power now, because I just added 24,000 RF tick to this. We're currently outputting 46,000. And, I mean, it's going up slowly. But I've got both of these reactors running, and they've completely drained their buffer. And you're doing your thing. Yeah, no buffer on that. Fish power's running. Let's go check on down here. My gas burner, you know, which is nice and quiet over here now. So, you are currently still doing 12,500. Your buffer's empty, right? Yeah. Your buffer is full, though. You're burning at 24,000, or 24 on the burn rate. I think they can go a little bit higher. But why is your buffer backstuffed? Because I know I haven't hit the 125,000 these conduits can do. Okay, that's just a regular cable from there. Right, there's no way I'm generating so much power that this thing can't handle it. And then you come out to here. Kind of sloppy wiring, honestly. I mean, it works, but kind of sloppy wiring. You're backstuffing with olive oil now, huh? Look at you. While I'm actually down here. 298 impregnated casings, 1,300 impregnated sticks. Alright, I can live with that. You come on down to here. And you're over to here now. And actually, this resonant energy cell is probably one of the major limiting factors. Yeah, currently, though, inputting all over the damn place. Alright. Alright, so... I'm going to need more power gen, but at the same time... If I add too much more, it's going to max out my conduits, and I'm just going to be stuck. Alright, so what do I have access to for power generation right now, right? Let's see. You... Quest lines. RF tools. There's like the intergenic setup, which I've never actually done. I can make my extreme reactor bigger. Nuclear craft, I could get into, you know, fusion power, which is something I will get into. Same with mechanism. So let's at least get the quest done, if I can. Let's go for... So I needed, like, 2 reactor ports, right? Give me just, like, a stack reactor casings. 168. That's a ton of materials going into all this stuff. I'm not gonna lie. 2 ports, 56 frames, a controller, and a laser focus matrix. So, hey, I actually had one of those. God, I made it, actually. So, this reactor controller now. Oh, I never bothered because it requires an ultimate gas tank. And a fusion core. Did I ever teach you fusion cores? Nope. It's a good time as any to learn. You require 2 chem reactors, elite plating. Okay. So, that's actually my holdup right now, is the elite plating. Gotcha. Alright, let's get some of this stuff put away here. Probably don't need crafters for right now. And a small mineral melting furnace. That'll be good for... It basically turns anything into lava. Heats up mineral blocks to magma blocks and finally to lava. Click with a mineral block or use item insertion to place block in the melter. Use bucket or fluid extraction to retrieve the lava. When cooling down lava, obsidian is generated. Remove the RF power, apply redstone signal to disable the furnace for automation. Use redstone comparator to see in which melting phase mineral is at a moment. But basically, you can melt things to lava and then turn it into obsidian using just power. Which is kind of a cool little thing. I don't really need... Like, what am I sitting at for obsidian right now, right? That's not something I've thought of. Oh, good lord. I'm down to 144 obsidian. Got 128 of the Greek, 1 giant. Yeah, it's something I'm going to have to look into, I think. Along with elite plating, which is why I set up the rock crushers. Now, how are we doing over here? You are still running. The thing is, I need a lot of this crushed rhodochrosite for crystal binder. I need pulverized obsidian, magnesium dust, and calcium sulfate. Magnesium dust is not a problem. I can make that easily. Same with the rhodochrosite. But obsidian, that's a thing. And then calcium sulfate is going to be the fun one. This is an entire chain in and of itself. So to get this, we have to precipitate it out of the solution, which we can make it with fluorite water, sulfuric acid. Fluorite water comes from crushed fluorite, which comes from diorite. Right, which would be this guy right here. So I'm getting a decent amount of crushed fluorite. And now, this guy, like Allegentum, I can turn this into silver eventually. So, molten Allegentum, run through a chem reactor with oxygen, gives me molten alumina and silver. Half an ingot per, so 1 to 1. And then molten alumina, I can run through an electrolyzer, and it gives me molten aluminum and the oxygen back. So it's all a thing. This thing has now stopped running. And so technically I don't really need andesite for anything, do I? I need it for beryllium. Beryllium ingots go into a few things like nitrogen collectors, radiation shielding, also ultimate ingots. And there was something else too. Oh yeah, the dust goes into making emeratics. So I do need that. Arsenic, probably not going to need, actually. Zirconium's ingots. Carabite, turn into potassium fluoride or carabite gems. Okay, so potassium fluoride, I can turn it into potassium fluoride solution. I run that through a chemical reactor, I can get potassium hydroxide and hydrofluoric acid. So yeah, that's the thing. Sulfur, and then williamite, I can turn that into sodium fluoride. Which run that through sodium fluoride solution in a chem reactor. I can either make boric acid, or boric solution, sorry. Or I can make sodium hydroxide solution and hydrofluoric acid. Run that through electrolyzer, I can get fluorine, run that through a chemical reactor, and I can get all sorts of wonderful stuff. But the thing, I'm not going through 16 pages. I am going to need this, though, for the binder. That's always a fun chain to make. And this should stop now? Yep. So that one's come to... They've all three come to a halt now. Great. Now the only problem is... only a stack, and they will eventually fill up with stuff, so... yeah. So I need to look at better power gen, more power gen. That's going to require the elite plating. Now, I don't have any of those things laying around, do I? No, I have a recipe for it, but it's like, hey, you need magnesium dust and calcium sulfate, right? So, go ahead and, I guess, get the magnesium dust recipe done. Magnesium dust, I'm just going to do the, like, that recipe there. 1 ingot in a machine becomes 1 magnesium dust. I'm gonna go down, I guess, my crushing factory should work, right? Yeah, crusher, yeah. Oh, it scrolled back up on its own. Advanced crushing factory, because I've only got charcoal dust and lapis dust in there so far, so. Might as well spread the load a little bit. Now I just need that thing, though. And then I need to figure out a way to get this stuff into my system without it causing too many issues. I use arsenic for? I can melt it down. Can reactor it into boron arsenide. Ingot former that into boron arsenide crystals, which I can use for like solar panels. Or thermoconducting alloy, which is used for the, looks like the salt reactors. Thermoconducting alloy heat exchanger tube. Yeah, something I've not had any experience with. Let's see, I probably could ramp these things up as well, but I would have to move them in that case. And long and the short of it is I've only got so much uranium, which is... I've got 3 reactors running off uranium right now. I'm down to 2,200. I need to find a uranium vein for my excavator. Or a uranium deposit, I guess. Well, I'm going to plan out where I'm going to start making my my binder composites at, and I'll be back once I've settled on a final location. Alright, so I've decided to come over here to this wonderful area. I can't pick up those items. Huh, they're stuck in the conduiting. But first thing I need to do is probably... Actually, that can go away. We're going to hook up this wonderful guy. And... how are you going to... how are you going to work? Which way do I have to turn you? Alright, was he actually getting... Yep, okay. It is getting cobblestone now. So we're going to... Actually, are you getting power now? You are! Okay, look at you, okay. I saw the connector on top, I wasn't sure if power had to go in that way or not. So you are now, you're going to start generating lava at the expense of, you know, power. And cobblestone, but whatever. And... oh, hell, I was trying not to do that. Alright. You can go there. Oh, and I missed all of that. Okay. So, get me a node. One of these wonderful flat transfer nodes for liquids. You're gonna go here. Right? Hey, you got lava inside you. And it does take a little while to get lava, but I'm not that worried about it. And I just need to put a water source block on top of this somehow. So, do I have any insets? Oh, yeah, I got plenty of these guys. What we're going to do is you're going to get an inset like there, there, and there. Put you on empty mode. There we go. And now... oh, too close. Alright. Let's get this stuff on out of here. So now you've got obsidian inside you. So, can I get... like, alright, living wood, right? Wood planks. Yeah, let's just get a few more of those. There's also an open crate, because I didn't have any of those. And another one of these wonderful flat nodes that are like the best thing ever created. Alright, you're gonna go there? Okay, well that works. It gave me obsidian. You're gonna go there. Oh look, obsidian. Sweet. And we're gonna button all this back up now. Oh, yeah, okay. There we go. And now this thing is going to be producing obsidian and storing it in the black hole unit. And whenever it's going to very slowly make obsidian, but when it does, it's going to just whoop, drop it out of the bottom of that onto the conveyor belt, and there we go. Overly complicated, but at the same time, pretty much idiot-proof as long as my cobblestone generator doesn't stop working. Which I don't think we're going to have a problem with. I mean, like, this is full. It's keeping these machines topped off. And piece of obsidian just went in. We're at 3 now. Right, so I have wireless energy over here. This is from my elevator, by the way. So, and seeing as it's a 2-block thick, ceiling here, I couldn't easily hide this, transmitter. I also didn't want to run wires up to the elevator and the screen controller and all that fun stuff. So I'm thinking about over here needs to be my thing. Or I could set it up along this wall here. So first thing I need is a melter, right? There you go. You got power. Filter, just give me, go ahead and make like 10 of these. There we go. And you are going to be here. And you're going to be looking for sulfur, right? You're going to export, no, that's IC2 sulfur. Immersive, I want, no, not thermal. There's only like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 types of sulfur in this pack. Alright, but molten sulfur. Now let's see. And nodes, right? So I should be able to do that. I don't need that extruder or that now. Or probably those inset lights. And I'll put the obsidian back. And probably those. There we go. So you're making molten sulfur. This stuff, on the other hand now, we need a calcium sulfate solution, which is going to be sulfuric, that's mechanism. Nucleic sulfuric acid, chemical reactor, sulfur trioxide, sulfur dioxide. So chemical reactor, molten sulfur, and oxygen. So you. Alright, so you should be, yep, you're filling up. Slowly, mind you. But I'm not too worried about it. Not so much a speed thing as it's a, slow roll, pretty much, I guess would be the best way to put it. So now you are going to require oxygen. Which, let's see. That will be the thing I don't have on me. An electrolyzer. Which, hey, I made a few extras. Oh, that was a quest. Alright, cool. So you have power. Now, what I'm going to need to have happen is... Now I need my sink. The sink. And you know what? Let's just keep using these things. Except for one slight problem. That needs to come out of here. The sink's got to go here. Transmitter for fluids is on there. Now the electrolyzer, right? You're going to start getting water once you get 1,000. You're going to start your operation. Now I need probably all of this to be stored somewhere. So let's change this up a little bit, shall we? How am I going to do this? Okay, so... Alright, so... Over here, I've got an electrolyzer. Water's pumping into it and power. And it's making deuterium, hydrogen, and this is supposed to be oxygen, but I seem to be running out of it relatively quickly. But it's all filtered so that nothing gets screwed up. And right now I'm actually filling up this chem reactor here with oxygen and sulfur dioxide from this guy, which is taking molten sulfur plus oxygen. I'm using my RS system to basically just move stuff around. But we'll put that there. You're going to start making sulfur trioxide. And do you have a byproduct at all? No, you don't. Okay, good. Because I could set that stuff to void if there is a byproduct that I just don't want to deal with. And hopefully this will kind of sort of backstep by the time I get it done. But, I mean, kind of worst case scenario is I could always just put another electrolyzer down. Which I may just go ahead and get the cable running for now. And actually I need that back as well. Alright. Electrolyzer. You are going to be extract always active. Right. So now you're both running. I would like to see oxygen get backed up into here if I could. And then I just have external storages on these. That's how all that's working. I'm trying not to use actual like fluid cells or anything because it just never ends well. But this thing here is going to be filling up with oxygen. Each cycle of these only produces 500 millibuckets of oxygen. But, you know, is what it is. And then these guys are just exporting oxygen. Other than that, I'm using flat transfer nodes to go from here to there, there to there. But we have our sulfuric acid coming through, right? Oh no, wait a second, that's sulfur trioxide. Sulfuric acid is sulfur trioxide plus water in a chemical reactor. And you know what? I do have one more tank. Right, one more black hole tank. So let's go ahead and put this guy down here. And now I gotta figure out how to get into here, since I kind of sort of blocked in on the other side. Let's see though. Tell you what. Move the tank out first. Get ourselves ender fluid conduit. And now, first thing though, disconnect that. Now I can put the tank in without any problems. And I can just run this conduit. Actually, come on, get me out of there. Like so. You're going to start filling up with water. Which I can just put that there now. And if I say, throw one of you on top. Now one thing to make sure is, put this on fluid mode. And let's see. Go ahead and actually take those off for now. I'm just going to move them like so. That way I only have to do the one block. And here, let's give myself a little extra room to work. I'm actually going to take that out and move it like that. There we go. So that way I only have to facade that block there. Trying to be a little bit neat and orderly about this. But at the same time, put that way too quick. Do that, and then that for power. I'm going to put that guy there. Get myself a chemical reactor. Toss it here. Filling up sulfur trioxide. Awesome. Come back here. You are going to be exporting water. And now you're making sulfuric acid. You're melting sulfur as you need be. You're doing all the stuff and things you should be. You're backfilling. Awesome. Alright. Shift clear to clear the tank. Yeah, let's avoid that for now. Now, sulfuric acid, actually, that's fluid enricher. Here we go. Chem reactor. Sulfuric acid plus fluorite water equals the calcium sulfate and hydrofluoric acid, which I could turn back into hydrogen and then fluorine. What am I going to want that for? Well, there's a lot of stuff I can use fluorine for. So maybe I should just make some more tanks. But hell, sulfuric acid. Who knew, right? Alright, so fluid enricher. Now, first thing is this thing's going to need power. This marble's starting to get on my nerves too. Thanks of an extra inventory slot. And this thing is now going to want a few things, right? We're going to link you through to there. You, my friend, are going to be water. And then up top, do I have any actual like filters on me? No, I don't. Okay. I need item filters. And also, that was getting a little loud for some reason. All right, you are going to export. What was this? I was looking at the wrong thing. I need the chemical reactor, sulfuric acid and fluorite water. Fluorite water was, there we go, crushed fluorite. If I do this, crushed fluorite, which I should have some in there. So now we're making fluorite water. This is just a fun thing now, isn't it? Now, chemical reactor of sulfuric acid and fluorite water equals calcium sulfate solution. And some other stuff. So, I need a couple more of those flat nodes. I'm actually going to have to make more. And let's put like that away for now. So, you, my friend, are going to go there. You are going to go there. Now, I needed a chem reactor, right? Yeah. Hey, look, chemical reactor. You should be filling up with those two things. Give you some power. Hydrofluoric acid and calcium sulfate solution. Alright, now that calcium sulfate solution, that's going to go into a crystallizer. And here's where it's going to get a little more interesting. But I can put that there. And I'm going to need actually probably a tank back. How about there? Let's go ahead and slap that on top. Data fluids. And because you're making hydrofluoric acid, right? probably should be using these guys in. You can go there. You can go there. You are going to be insert that. Hydrofluoric acid. Right? And you, my friend, you'll be just an insert -1. That should take care of all of it, right? Hydrofluoric acid filling up. Here you've got calcium sulfate solution going into you. Now you just need power. And hey, look, calcium sulfate solution. Now, do I have any more black hole units, like the item ones? Yeah, I do. Look at that. And how about just a node, one of the item ones? You are going to export items on the downside into that. Hey, look, calcium sulfate solution. Grab an external storage. Throw you down. And now, so if I want to make an elite plate, one of these. Oh, look, I have everything I need. Now it's going to take a bit. What all are we doing? We are processing magnesium ore. We are making basic plates right now, the lead sheeting and all that fun stuff. So it looks like everything's working just fine. Now, what's our, like, obsidian at over here? 35. Yeah, that little thing is not fast, but it's going to be running full time, so seal that up. Let's get some more bricks out. And I wanted the sky stone, arcane, there we go. Reinforced stone bricks from sonar. And actually that's everything all buttoned up, nice and neat. How are we doing here on oxygen? You're good. You're good. You've got, it's struggling a little bit, honestly. But you look like you're doing okay. So the only flaw in my system right now is going to be the fact that I'm in the wrong room. Alright, let's go further on down into the foundry here. How are we doing here? We're only outputting 30,000 right now. That's actually not bad. I think my digital miner finished up's what happened. I actually had to move it again in the nether. So what I could do now is move all these things. I got 9 outputs, right? Good. And put some stuff away here. I'm going to need external storage. Oh. It didn't like me trying to shift click that in. Okay. Gotcha. Right. Wow. What are you doing? Oh, that's right. Keep playing. Wow. Damn. That's weird. Okay, it's going to clear itself out on its own. I put my freaking conduits away. Item conduits. And let's go. Do I want to use a black hole container through this, though? I can use a black hole controller with some of these units in it. But, yeah. I'm going to need a lot of rhodochrosite. I'm going to need a lot of sulfur. Zirconium, fluorite, beryllium, and that's actually just beryllium from andesite. Everything else is kind of a junk item. Thing is, I don't want these things running all the time. I only want them running at full speed when I need an item. Williamite went to sodium fluoride, so... Carabite was potassium fluoride. Allegentum's good if you need a lot of silver or aluminum. And then crushed arsenic is used for the salt reactors. So I'm not sure I want to void that stuff out or not. What I could do is, interface. Right? One of these. I've got some external storages on me. Where do I have... I don't have refined storage over there either. Got a crafter here. So what I'm thinking about is we'll put like an interface here, right? And what I can do is, actually I needed that there. My filters, what I did. Tell you what. Give me a brand new advanced filter. We're going to put you here. You're going to be insert only, one of those. And what was it? It was Williamite, Carabite, and then Allegentum and arsenic. Actually, give me that back. I want to put that guy back a block. Knock this out so I can see what I'm doing. You insert only these. Crushed Williamite. Carabite. Arsenic. And then Allegentum. Alright, and you will be auto extract always active. Extract always active and auto extract always active. We should see that stuff starting to flow in. And then what I'm going to come over here do is we're going to put some external storage down and set all these like priority 1. I don't have to worry about the priority system with liquids because I don't actually have any like liquid disks or cells to worry about. But now if I come through here, it's all very, very tight. Okay, I need to go down one more. And yeah, I've got refined storage up to here. No. There we go. You can go up to here. I am 1 short, honestly. That's not surprising. Conduit, right? I made extras for a reason. There. Now you're lit up. You're good to go. All your items should be flowing into the system now. And I can button you all back up. Now you're going to be running because, well, apparently it really needed fluoride over there. Alright. But it's going to, the only downside is zirconium is going to fill up now. Alright, so I might want to go ahead and go here. So it's the insert. Give me a sec. Up, insert. Zirconium dust can go automatically as well. So you're just going to keep running until it somehow catches up on fluorite. This is all good to go. If it needs sulfur, it can pull from here as well. I tell you what, we're just going to go ahead and pull that out. If it gets to be an issue, I can add sulfur into the mix later on. And then beryllium as needed, it'll pull out of here. So, alright. Should be somewhat decent to go, but now I can make a bunch of elite plating if I want to. And we are at 55.5. Which is a whole whopping 5% of power now. So let's just look up, say, elite. Can I make a stack of you? Oh yeah, I can make a stack. Look at that. Cool. But, let's see. I need that elite plating, because I got some quests to turn in now. That's one of them. But if I go to nuclear craft now, I did the electrolyzer quest. I did the fluid enricher, which turns out I didn't really need, but I got it done anyway. And elite plating. Now I think somewhere in here I have a super cooler sitting around. Oh, yep. Advancement made, Hoth machine. Alright, so let's go ahead and ban that super cooler quest as well. So now I just have a fusion core and a neutron irradiator. I don't even know if I did that one. No, I didn't. Okay. Now, that actually should not be a terrible quest to do. Alright, let's go and give it a second here. Just to add the recipe and call it good. Neutron radiator. Start. Now, while that's running, what do you do? What do you do? Lithium and neutron fluid into tritium and helium. Boron and neutron fluid into tritium and helium. Okay. So, if I want, I can turn some things into other things using neutron fluid from the fusion reactor. Gotcha. Can I just make like 4 of you? Yeah. I'm gonna need you in time for the fusion reactor, the mechanism fusion reactor. So, might as well. What is your holdup anyway? Oh, okay. Making plates. Oh, ferroboron. Because right now it's making a whole ton of tough alloy. Alright, well. Hey, we got a soul bead. A stack of clear purple stained glass. Is that a stack of razor wire? Yeah, I've got that before. And a market from farming for blockheads. So, all actually quest rewards I've gotten before. Weird how that works, isn't it? Oh well. And we're up to a quarter full of this thing. We're going a little crazy on the resource generation, really. But we're up to 8,500 nether quartz, so that's amazing, because when I started, I had like 300. So it's definitely worth it. Good lord, look at you go. And, yeah, I don't know what you're doing, but not what I wanted you to. Alright, so I need to get a couple alloy furnaces, I think, hooked up, because larger jobs, the one machine gets stuck on one recipe. Because it just needs so flippin' much of it. How much tough alloy am I making? 18. And it finally got done. Nope. That's okay. It's not showing how much I had stored, but... Notice if I cancel that. How quick are you going to go? So it's scheduling that stuff right now. Yeah, it's using power a little faster and it's coming in. I really should upgrade this to high voltage, but yeah. Thing is, these wires are probably going to get replaced by draconic crystals as soon as I get access to draconic. And we're finally making the ferroboron, or ferroboron. Might need to replace that hopper too. Because it can add items faster than it ejects, but... There we go. So what happens if I try making a fusion core now? One of these. It says, sure, why not? That's awesome. I need to craft electric motor, machine chassis, bunch of steel. Okay, cool. So the radiator's done. Neutron bombardment. And its fusion core is done as well. Star in a box. So now that leaves us with just a bucket of deuterium? Really? Alright, can I get a bucket, please? Make like 10 of them. Let's see. Why did I... Oh, yeah, for making the wires. I taught it how to make creosote oil buckets. Why would I do that? And I got a bucket of blazing pyrotheum. Hey, there we go. There's our bucket. And can I just, like, click on that to fill that up? And now can I just, like, put that back in there? Yep. Look at that. That's just amazing. I love that. But we just wrapped up Nuclear Craft. Well, the quest book, anyway. What did I get? Reinforced modifiers. A scanner. And 8 pistons. You know, the rewards that I was really excited for way back at the beginning of the pack, not so exciting now. I still have not fixed that. Holy... Alright, yeah, sure. But hey, good news up. We're to 5.5 buckets of UU matter. Now granted, we're at 15.4 million millibuckets of water, so I mean, it's a little bit different. But I've rambled on enough now. Thank you for coming out. I hope you're enjoying the series, and until next time. Sign signing out. Have fun.